can't get comfortable. Ow. Okay, hello, I'm playing with the sun right now. Hello. It just took me a while to get comfy. Okay, welcome to my 6-week pregnancy diary vlog symptoms. This week has been definitely different from weeks 1 through 5 or 3 through 5 because you're not technically pregnant 1 through 3. I have been very nauseous. I think in week 5, I had 2 days where I was laying in bed in the morning, like early in the morning, and I would have like an ache in my stomach where it felt like, oof, I was like, I'm so hungry. It almost aches. And so that was the only kind of morning sickness I felt in week 5. It was really not even sickness. I just felt like an ache in my stomach. And I was like, oh, I think I need to eat. And then in week 6, the really huge difference is that I felt very nauseous. Today I am 7 days on the dot. Sorry. My God, my brain. 7 weeks on the dot. But I'll talk about 7 weeks next week. And so yes, nausea. I mean, there was one day that was so bad. It actually hit the hardest at night where I was laying in bed and I was just like on the verge of vomiting it felt like forever. I think it was only probably about an hour and a half, but I had been nauseous all day. And then at night, it just was next level. I mean, I just felt that feeling when you're like, you're gonna throw up, and you just like want it to happen so that you can get over it. And it just wouldn't. I also didn't want it to happen because, I don't really want to throw up. You feel dehydrated. It's just like that whole thing. So it didn't. And Lambros, he was amazing. He was researching and we did all the things. So he made me the things that helped me feel better and not actually vomit. Where I ended up I saw another woman talking about this on her pregnancy vlog, still out of breath, by the way. I wanted to put them on, but I forgot. I'm going to put them on right after this. But those pressure point bracelets that when you have seasickness, you can wear, and they go on both wrists and you have to go like 3 fingers down. And then it has this pressure point that makes you not so nauseous. Those helped. And then we had ginger and he blended it up with some water and then added that little mixture, which is like fresh ginger, to Perrier. And even just like smelling the ginger in the cup, it like cut through the nausea, which was so helpful. And then we also had this peppermint essential oil that we keep in our shower, and he just was like putting it under my nose just to like kind of, I don't know, it feels like it like cuts through it in a way. So that helped a little bit. And then even though I like did not want to put a single thing in my mouth other than like the tiniest baby sips of like bubbly ginger water, he was like, just try to eat these crackers. And we had these, thank God, we had these little pita crackers that are just super bland. It's just sea salt. And I literally was in bed like taking the teensiest, tiniest bites and like slowly just like letting something enter my tummy so it wasn't like empty. I just started to feel better. But those were our tricks, and that's what finally helped. And since then, that was like basically like at 6 weeks plus 1, I was like, wow, I'm nauseous all day. I don't know when that really bad one happened. Pretty soon after that, maybe it was like 6 weeks plus 2. And then I've just been trying to like make sure that right in the morning I went first. Lamb?
Yo.
I'm doing a little vlog, just so you know. Okay. I've been trying to make sure that I have something right when I wake up, and even though I don't really have an appetite, I make sure that I'm not like going a long time without eating. It feels like I have to be maybe eating like every hour, just like a little something, because my stomach feels like it has like do not exceed this line and do not go below this line in my, like literally my stomach. And so I'm trying to do that. It's really hard when I don't want to eat any food. And nothing is like super satisfying. I did crave like bagels right at the beginning of the week because I think I did, just that nausea happened and I was like, oh my God, I just need like bread. So Lamb got me a bagel with some vegan cream cheese, and I just had like a little bit of that at a time. But yeah, I feel like in general, like every time you go to the restroom and flush. I'm just doing a little vlog.
Oh, hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Talking about my nausea.
To baby?
No, just to other people experiencing this, but I'm sure baby will see one day if they want. Okay, bye.
Love
Have
you.
fun on the commute. So anyways, I forget where I was. Yeah, just try. My sense of smell has been really intense, and we've been vegan for like 8 years, and we use a lot of nutritional yeast in our food and our cooking, and I literally cannot stand the smell of it anymore. Absolutely. And literally Lambros he added it to his breakfast this morning, and I walked by his office door and I was like, what? I smelled the most intense.
Sorry.
Literally the loudest human. I live with the loudest human. Enjoying your coffee. Anyways, I smelled it. I could smell it coming from underneath his office door. It was so strong, and I told that he had to open up the windows. It was too intense. So yeah. Also, my boobs are so tender. It's like worse than week 5. Just keeps getting more intense. They're growing a lot. What else? Something new. Oh, it's been we have our 7 week, we're doing a scan or an ultrasound at 7 weeks to hear the heartbeat and just see exactly what our due date is. Right now, if we're going off of the first day of my last period, it's looking like June 26th, which would be a little Cancer baby. But we will see what the actual due date is. And yeah, I've been feeling like obviously nervous about it, but I've been doing a lot of meditations that are just helping me kind of release fear, which I think a lot of women feel at their, the first trimester. And I'm just trying to enjoy every moment of this and not let my anxiety get in the way, which was really hard right at the beginning, but it's been getting so much better. And yeah, just connecting with baby and trying to do all that, which I haven't been doing that much this week because I've been so nauseous. I've tried to get out and walk during the day or in the morning. I haven't gone yet, but I'll try to go. But yeah, and that night that I got really nauseous, I did do an exercise, and it was at night, and I felt like it was a very light exercise, but I just noticed I sweat a lot during it. I think it might have just been maybe too late in the evening or something, and I just realized, okay, like I really need to just be, resting and making sure I'm taking care of myself, and not pushing it, even though it's just such a weird feeling because I was very active and working out every day before, especially because we just got married. I was doing it before the wedding and I felt so good and it was just amazing. So it's been weird to just kind of be resting a lot, but I know that that's really important at this stage, and I am just trying to embrace it, even though I'm just like, I'm literally doing nothing. But I also don't really want to do anything. So that's that. It's been very hard to keep this secret from my parents and Lambros' mom. I've been like kind of avoiding them because we are going to surprise them. It's the first grandchild on both sides, so we want to do that, which has just made it so hard. I don't really want to call them. It's like hard to talk to them because I want to tell them what's going on, and they invite me over and I'm like, I'm so nauseous. Like I can't go there. They will know. And so that's like the one like challenge outside of the nausea. It's just been like, oh, I just really want to tell my parents and I can't wait to tell them. And we got their gifts this week, so we're planning on doing that after we hear baby's heartbeat, which will be at 7 weeks plus 3. So on Monday, today's Friday. And I think that's it. I'll show you my belly, but I think at this point it's really just like me being bloated. Like I'm gonna show you my bloated belly. Ever since I think we conceived, my stomach like instantly bloated. I noticed it right before we left our honeymoon because we were there. Our honeymoon was technically like 10 or 11 days. So we definitely conceived either in Greece or Sicily, not sure. But I remember right before we left, it's like my stomach just like bloated, and I was like, what the heck? And I was looking into that. I guess your digestion gets much slower when you get pregnant, and it's just, you just bloat. So I will show you my bloated belly. I don't think you can see the uterus or anything, but I do feel like the twinges still, and definitely feels like things are changing. Like down there you feel like little twinges, little stretches, little things, but I'll show you now. My bloated belly. Okay, let me see if you can get in the sun. Yeah, so that's that. I mean, I don't know if that's just a bloat. It's also in the morning, so this will be like much bigger later on today, but that's what it looks like. And that's that. I am going to stay really positive. Ow. I also started reading Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. She's this incredible midwife that wrote this 2 incredible books, maybe more, but I started reading this. It's backwards, obviously, but that has also helped with the anxiety because, sorry, so exhausted or so out of breath. It just starts off with a lot of positive birth stories, and that's just really makes you feel at ease and confident and peaceful, and those are kind of all the intentions I'm trying to bring into the first trimester. But yeah, we're very excited, and yeah, I'll keep you posted next week, and these will probably be released when I'm closer to 20 weeks pregnant. I think once I get that bigger scan, maybe we'll go earlier at like 15 or something, but I do want these to be helpful for people in the moment. Like maybe we can go through pregnancy together, but I also want to just protect myself and make sure that everything is really good and everything's healthy. And yeah, so okay, thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful. Love you, and I'll see you for my week 7. Bye.